No hej, z tej strony pani Gajowa, a dzisiaj wracamy do Sedwicka, który utknął na wyspie na środku jeziora. Zobaczmy, czy uda mu się z niej wydostać i czy odnajdzie tajemniczą Kalidę. Zobaczmy, co nam powie ten posąg, może coś w nim znajdziemy.
There's an engraving. Kalida has her ears in the water, huh?
Ma uszy w wodzie, a tu coś bulgocze. Ale to zaraz podejdziemy. A powiesz nam coś?
Do you know where Kalida is? Never mind. I'll find out.
Czego ty w sumie chcesz, kobieto? Żeby posąg do ciebie mówił? To chyba nie ta gra.
What would anyone do with 5 hands? I don't know what to do with 2.
Mi by się czasami trzecia przydało. Zobaczmy te bańki.
What kind of strange bubbles are those? Are there hot springs here or something? I prefer still water.
Mhm.
Swimming back is way down on my list of choices. Somewhere between suicide and wait for the end of the world.
Okej. W sumie też by mi się nie chciało. Coś tutaj było jeszcze? Spot był. O, tyczka. Tyczek nigdy za wiele.
Phew. No chance. Though the pole is quite brittle, I'm just not strong enough.
Czyli kija nie wyciągniesz, znaczy tyczki. No ale może cokolwiek innego?
I wish I were a beaver, then I'd have better things to do than dealing with this pole.
Prawda. Budowałbyś tamy.
Seems like it's been a long time since a flag's been waving here.
Okej, czyli że tu nic nie zrobię. Mamy jeszcze świece.
I like candlelight. It reminds me of my mother's grave.
Sedwick! Czemu ty wyciągasz takie smutałki?
I'd better leave it here. It reminds me of my mother's grave.
Musisz. Jeszcze jak będziesz miał pogadać, to też o tym powiesz?
Good night, Mom.
No dobra. Pójdźmy za tym. Pogaśmy świecę dla mamy.
Good night, Mom.
Czy wam też się zrobiło tak smutno jakoś? No, nic więcej nie ma, prawda? Idziemy dalej. O, łopata. A możemy ją wziąć? Okej. Ta tyczka na pewno się przyda do tej łopaty. Świeczki, a tych się nie da zgasić? O, da się. Będziemy gasić świecę dla mamy. Bo nie wiem czemu, ale mi się misja wkręciła. I dymy. O, znowu żółw tam był. Albo coś. Ja, jak szybko. A, bo to się przesuwa. Ja myślałam, że znowu będzie strzałka.
No way. Not with the bell rope missing.
A tak to byś zadzwonił, tak?
How am I supposed to ring that bell? The bell rope is missing.
Mamy coś? Nie, wszystko nam wypadło w czasie lotu chyba. Pantalony dziadka zgubiliśmy.
How can I reach you?
Mam świecę. I nie zawaham się ich zgasić. A gdzie to twoje dobranoc, mamo? Przyzwyczaiłam się. W ogóle wyobraźcie sobie żyć w takiej chatce nad przepaścią. Całe życie w stresie.
Locked.
No nie.
Hello? Anybody home? Nobody there.
A da się tam wyżej wejść? Skoro te drzwi są
I wonder
zamknięte.
if that's where Kalida lives.
A... Jak pójść gdzieś dalej? A tu są schody, dobra. Jestem stara i ślepa, musicie mi to wybaczyć. Znowu widzę twarz, oko, kurde, nos, usta. O, tu można wejść. I tu można wejść. Najpierw tu. Jest bliżej.
Hello.
What? Who? A clown? What are you doing here?
My name is Sadwick. I have to prevent the world from collapsing.
Yeah, very funny. But don't waste your time. You won't be able to boost my spirits anyway.
Przecież ja cię nie chcę pocieszać.
Who are you?
My name is... my name is Bando.
What?
Bando.
Come again?
Bando. Bando.
Waldo?
Bando! My name is Bando! Holy mackerel! I am Bando!
Bando! How often did I tell you to keep it down?
Look what you've done now. We woke the boss. He's sure to punish me for that.
No tak, wszystko nasza wina.
Why are you so unhappy? Does the impending end of the world bother you too? The thought that all could soon be over?
Oh no. That's something for others to ponder. I don't care if the end is coming. On this island, we're done for anyway. You see, there's nothing to do anymore.
Taka zapadła wiocha, tylko że na wyspie.
What do you mean there's nothing to do anymore?
It's been quiet here since the boss closed the factory.
Factory?
Pearls used to be pressed here, but the production has been discontinued.
I see. Why is that?
Well, the boss met his goal, 10,000 pearls, and now he's afraid of losing everything. What he fears most is that someone could wake Khalida. He's really paranoid. I can't make the slightest sound anymore. It used to be different. I was allowed to do the most thrilling jobs. I used to blow the foghorn in the House of the Howls. And come noon, I was allowed to ring the bell, which sounded all over the entire island. But the most thrilling job was the work in the factory. Hot air, thick smoke, and the noise of massive machinery drowning everything out. Whoomp! Kaboom! Ha 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 ha!
Bando, what's going on down there? Be quiet, will you? Or do you want Khalida to wake up?
Oh dear. You see what I mean? The good old days are over. Well.
A, czyli oni nie chcą, żeby ktoś znalazł, obudził Khalidę. Ciekawe, ciekawe. W ogóle produkowali perły. Dlatego nie robią małże. I teraz mam taką wizję tego szefa jako małże. I jeśli to będzie prawda, bo ja naprawdę niewiele pamiętam z tej gry, więc jeśli to będzie prawda, to wow, dla mnie. No i kurczę, koleś miał cel jak Sim, nie? Wyprodukować 10 000 pereł. O, zaliczyłem, teraz mogę się lenić. Dobra. A porozmawiajmy z nim jeszcze o tej jego pracy.
About those former jobs of yours.
The good old days. What do you want to know?
O, wszystko chcę wiedzieć, wszystko.
What was that about the House of the Howls?
Those were the days. Every time big boats came to the island, I was allowed to sound the big horn. Toot, toot, toot! Bando watches over this lake. His call sounds as far as Corona. Toot, 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 toot!
Bando! How often do I have to tell you? Be quiet, will you?
Well, those days are over now.
W ogóle, jak Bando opowiadał, to Sedgwick miał taką minę, taką o kurde, ale mi się śmiać chce, ale muszę się powstrzymać. No, a swoją drogą, jak oni się będą darli, to sami obudzą Khalidę.
What was that about the factory again?
Those were the days. I had the fastest shovel on this side of the autumn forest. What I liked best was to shovel coal in the heat of the furnace. Above me, the ear-deafening noise of the pearl press. Wham! Boom! Look here, Mother Nature! Your masterpiece is being surpassed by the power of muscles and machinery!
Bando, I'm warning you!
Nothing lasts forever.
Cały czas zaczyna się nadzierać, potem ten szef się na niego drze i tak w kółko.
What was that about the bell again?
Those were the days. I used to run to the entrance of the village every noon to sound the bell for lunch. The sound traveled all over the lake. Dong! 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 Listen here, inhabitants of the lake! Bando tells you that it's time for lunch. Put away your worldly chores. It's time to eat now. Dong, dong, dong.
Bando! One more disturbance and I'll go nuts!
Those days are long gone.
Bo tamte to były czasy, teraz już nie ma czasów.
Couldn't you learn something different?
Something different? Sounds exciting. What do you propose?
Śpiewać w operze.
You could be in the opera.
Well, why not? I've got the looks and the talent. Women would fall at my feet, and men would envy me. I'd break glass after glass with my voice. Whoa! Shatter! Sunglasses, water glasses. I'd even shatter the dome of the firmament itself. Whoa!
Bando! Do I always have to get mad first?
Philistine.
No, nie docenia kunsztu pięknego głosu i sztuki tłuczenia szkła.
You could become a drummer.
Drummer? I bet I'd be a great drummer. I could play the barrel drum in an orchestra. I'd be louder than anyone else. And the cello players would get to feel my drumstick. The audience would go crazy. Bando!
Bando?
I can hear them holler even now. Bando!
Bando! Be quiet already!
Yeah, you know what? I think I'd better skip that. I don't think Reuben would approve.
Ruben.
You could go into road construction.
That's not a bad idea. The streets here could use a makeover, and who could do the job better than I? Cobblestone after cobblestone would have to be pounded into the soil. Wham! Wham! Listen here, oh world! This island will soon have a new road. And after the road is finished, there'll be a bridge to build. And after the bridge, a tunnel directly to Corona. And finally, a master of road construction will rule again. Hooray to Bando, the master of road construction. Hip, hip, hooray!
Bando! I'm about to lose my patience with you!
My fantasies just got the better of me.
Z kamieniami by się dogadał. Tylko boję się, żeby je wbił w glebę. Jako drogę.
You could be a market crier.
Market crier. Wow, I always wanted to be a market crier as a child. I would run through the village with a full basket of pears and cry, apples, apples. I don't even know why. I mean, they were pears after all. But I didn't care. Apples, I'd cry. Buy from Bando. From Bando, the daredevil market crier! Apples! Apples! Bando's exploding apples!
Bando! I'm fed up with your noise!
Oh dear. I should stick to my limitations.
Sedgwick chyba nie lubi szefa Bando. Bo cały czas jak ten się drze, to robi taką minę, zamknij się koleś, ja tu z Bando rozmawiam, Bando jest śmieszny.
You could open a circus.
I don't know about that. I mean, look at your rags. I don't want to make a fool of myself in front of all the people.
You wouldn't have to be the clown.
That's right. I could be in the lion taming act. A lion tamer would have a hard time taming me. Roar!
Bando! One more sound, and you'll be confined to your chamber. What on earth is going on down there?
Nothing, Reuben! Roar.
W komnacie? Co to jest, rozpunka?
I'm running out of ideas.
Don't take it too hard. I had already given up hope.
Yes, that's the effect I often have on people.
Warto znać swoje dobre cechy. Oj, Sedgwick. Zapytajmy o tego szefa.
Who's the boss here?
That would be Reuben. He owns this island. You can find him in the house on the hilltop.
On the hilltop?
Yeah, way up.
Phew.
Hey, little man. I thought you wanted to save the world. You'll have to get off your backside for that, you know.
Yes, all right. No sweet without sweat, right?
That's right. It will pay off in the end.
Payoff. It doesn't exactly look that way now. More like the opposite. Every step I take brings me nearer to the end. There's also the fear that my dream could come true, that the ground collapses and the world crumbles right under my feet.
Debrecha mocno.
At the hilltop, you said?
Yeah, way up.
Great. Thanks.
O, no to jeszcze powiemy, że szukamy tej Kalidy.
I'm looking for Kalida.
Who are you looking for? Galida? You're a real clown, aren't you?
Why? What's strange about that? No, wait. Let me guess. Kalida is dead, or she never existed.
No, Galida exists all right, but you'd better leave her alone.
No dobra, ale chociaż może powiedz, gdzie mogę ją znaleźć.
So where can I find Kalida?
I already told you, leave her alone. It'd be best if you didn't make any noise, so you don't wake her up.
I'm not supposed to do what? Wake her up? So she's grumpy in the morning? So what? What's the big deal? Will she throw her pillows and complain about the coffee?
Right. Or she could change into her full height and lay destruction upon the village. Just believe me, you don't want to wake Galida.
I'm beginning to wonder myself.
No, to prawda.
I have to find Kalida. The world will collapse if I don't.
Do whatever you want, but I'm not helping you. I don't want any trouble, and I don't want to be blamed when disaster strikes us.
Just a moment. I don't want that either.
So you better let her sleep.
Niech mi nie chce pomóc.
Is there another way to leave this island?
I'm afraid not, but relax. We have all we need here.
Except company, of course.
That's right. There aren't many people living on the island.
And the lust for life?
Is somewhat limited.
The freedom to go wherever you want?
Yeah. Okay. We might not have all we need, but we have everything else.
Czyli właściwie musimy się stąd szybko ewakuować, tylko trzeba najpierw znaleźć Kalidę.
See you later.
Yeah, later. But please keep in mind, be nice and quiet. Like me. Bando!
Be quiet down there!
Dobra, będę się zachowywać cicho jak ty. Mogę wziąć tą drabinę?
Can I borrow the ladder?
Of course, I'm not using it.
Tall enough not to?
Vertigo.
Słodko. Wsadziłam ją sobie w kieszeń. A tych świeczek się nie da zdmuchnąć. A ten klucz mogę wsiąść?
Hold it, my friend. The key stays where it is. Reuben has ordered me to watch it closely, and you can always rely on Bando.
Czyli trzeba cię stąd wypłoszyć?
One day, this will shrivel and die too.
No, optymizm z ciebie kipi.
I'd better leave it where it is. My flowers always wither. Ben says it's my charisma.
A, niech będzie.
People say that flowers flourish better when you talk to them. I tried and, well, maybe it depends on what you talk about.
A to na pewno. Czy my tutaj coś jeszcze mamy? Chyba nie. No to idziemy tu. O, mechanizm. Mogę to wziąć? Mogę. To jest imadło. Tu jest jakaś szafka. Co to? Kurczak?
What was that? A bird? What on earth did it do in there? Empty. If there was anything in there, the little bird must have eaten it.
Rzućmy okiem na ten mechanizm.
There's a cogwheel missing. No wonder the door's not working.
Okej, jakie drzwi nie działają? A te drzwi. Skąd wiesz?
Strange. I don't see a handle. Well, let's see. No, not a chance. I don't think it can be opened by hand.
Fajnie, wiedział wcześniej, że się nie da. A tu jest dźwignia.
Nothing.
Dobra, ale mam tylko pół tej zębatki i nic z tym nie zrobię. Więc spytajmy go, może wie.
Hi again.
Oh, it's you again. What else can I do for you?
O, dość sporo.
Where does the door in the adjoining room lead to?
The door leads to the other side of the island, but we don't go there anymore.
Why not? Does a big monster walk abroad there? Is there a volcano? Cannibals? You're not able to open the door anymore.
You nailed it.
Okej.
Why doesn't the door in the adjoining room open anymore?
It's a mechanical security door. It's a great gadget. It works with steam and cogwheels, you see.
Not entirely.
Yes, it's quite complicated and state of the art. I would love to show you, but unfortunately, the cogwheels are broken and the steam came from the factory when it was still running.
So the door cannot be opened at all.
No, at least for the time being.
It's a shame. It seems to be a great piece of engineering.
To ja jasne.
Well, what kind of birds are these?
Oh, I like the Yakis. They can sing beautifully loud. I even tried to imitate their song on the foghorn, but Reuben forbade me. He likes the fact that they don't dare to come to the village. They disturb his sleep. Also, he's afraid their singing could wake Khalida. That's why he allows Mulachai to put up all those candles. The Yakis are afraid of the light, you know.
Aha. So it's the light of the candles.
A ja je pogasiłam. Dobra, wychodzimy.
See you later.
Yeah, later. But please keep in mind, be nice and quiet. Like me. Bando!
Be quiet down there!
No, będę cichutko. Dobra, idziemy. Tu. Bo tu się dało jakoś przejść. Chyba. O, tu. O, okno.
There's a light shining. I can't make out more details from here.
No to wchodzimy. Chodźcie, panie.
What? Where? Who dares to disturb my well-deserved sleep?
Hello.
Ooh.
What are you looking at? Come here. Who are you? What's your business here?
I
don't want to hear your life story, so make it snappy, okay? I want to sleep.
Okej. To jest ten Ruben?
I'm Chadwick. And you?
Ha! If you're selling anything, you're not very well prepared. Obviously, I am Reuben. I own this island.
But I'm not selling anything.
Now, that's a fortunate coincidence, because we don't need anything, so you may as well go back to where you came from.
Też miło cię poznać. Nie będę pytała na razie o Khalidę.
You look tired.
Sleeping is my favorite pastime. It's a privilege for people who have accomplished everything. Unfortunately, I have to sleep at this table because my bed is squeaking terribly. But why do I bother to tell you all this? The thing that now keeps me from having my well-deserved nap is not the squeaking bed, and it's not the yakkies, the machinery in the factory, or my rumbling manservant either. No. It's an annoying child in a clown's costume who bursts into my office without having been asked and keeps talking and talking. Good grief! My head is about to explode with all this blather.
Już cię nie lubię.
How can you do nothing? The world is at stake.
Dear Lord. Please, not one of those do-gooders again. Why do you think the world is on the edge? It's because there's always somebody who wants to change things. If everything stays the way it is, then nothing happens. And if nothing is happening, then nothing bad happens. Ever. It's a simple calculation. You can do it on a single sheet of paper.
I have to get to Corona. How can I leave this island?
You can't. There's no connection to the mainland. We are completely self-sufficient.
So I'm stuck here?
In that case, I hope you're good at other things. Besides looking stupid, we can't use a clown here, you know. And I haven't exactly been laughing my head off either. But I'm sure we'll find a way for you to make yourself useful tomorrow.
I can't stay here. I have to prevent a disaster.
If you really want to prevent a disaster, you'll shut up right now and let me sleep! Get it?
Co za dziad. Nie wiem dlaczego jego wypowiedź się urwała nagle.
What kind of buildings are those out there? Some kind of factory?
You bet your bobbles. The pearl factory has been here for ages. Thousands and thousands of pearls have been pressed here under my supervision. To be more accurate, there are exactly 10,000, and not one less, not one more either. But the most important thing is, there's not one less. Each one is more perfect than the other.
If you're so into pearls, why isn't the factory still producing them?
Didn't you listen? I don't need any more pearls. I've got them all 10,000.
Why don't you have more pearls made?
What kind of a question is that? Are you really that stupid? Or is it part of the clown act? Why on earth would anybody need more than 10,000 pearls? More than 10,000 pearls. Listen to this screwball.
Sam jesteś cymbał.
Can I look upstairs?
What do you want? Are you out of your mind? Keep your nose out of my private rooms, you clown. I am an accessible man. But if you mess with my personal belongings, I'll have you thrown off the highest cliff. And believe me, I mean it.
Boże, jaki wredny.
I met a monk at the shore.
Molokai? Just ignore the old crackpot. I believe he thinks he's enlightened or something. I say he's not. Sneaks around everywhere lighting candles. Ha! As if he'd try to show all the world what a dim light he is. Whatever. I let him live on the remote side of the island. He may as well. He's not disturbing anyone back there, and he keeps the yakkies away at least.
What are yakkies?
Annoying little creatures. Those flying rodents have kept me from sleeping more than once. You'd probably get along with them very well. In fact, they look as foolish as you. Thank God they don't dare come to this side of the island most of the time. They dread the light, which unfortunately is more than can be said about you.
Jaki ty jesteś człowiek wredny.
The remote side of the island?
Yes. We don't go there anymore. And the door has been out of order since the factory was stopped. You could try to find a way there. The more I think about it, the better the idea seems to be. You would get along perfectly on the other side of the island, with Molokai, with the yakkies, and all the other things that we don't want on this side.
Też nie chcę być po tej stronie.
That's a cute pet you have there. What's its name? It doesn't happen to be, Kalita?
No. His name is Carrot.
Nice name. I bet Carrick and Spot would get along very well. Can you do any tricks? Spot can change into the most diverse forms.
Carrot can slay creatures in the most diverse ways.
Oh, so we'd better not let them play together.
In fact, Carrick is not here to play. He makes sure that no riffraff is roaming about while I'm asleep. I don't even like to think about someone messing with my pearls.
W ogóle ten jego zwierzaczek wygląda jak skrzyżowanie jamnika z aligatorem. Swoją drogą, takie pytanie. Widzieliście ostatnio jamniki? Bo kiedyś była na nie taka mania. Wszyscy znajomi mieli jamniki, a teraz jest ich bardzo mało. Taka ciekawostka.
Where can I find Kalida?
Why do you want to know? Listen well. Kalida is mine. Keep your hands off her. You hear?
Did I get that right? You're holding Kalida as a prisoner? Where? Up there?
What's up there is none of your business. And by the way, what do you want from Kalida?
She's supposed to help me to get the corona.
What she's supposed to do? You'd better forget it. Kalida mustn't be woken up. And God help you if I find out you tried anyway. I'll order Bando to feed you to the Yakis immediately.
Tak mnie wkurza ten koleś. Chętnie bym wzięła spota, przybrała mu tą ognistą formę i podpaliła całą okolicę. Ale to ja. Sedgwick by tego nie zrobił, bo jest słodkim małym klaunem.
I have to find Kalida. The world will end if I don't.
I said forget it. If you want to get to Corona, you'll have to swim. And whatever you do, I'll stop you from disturbing Kalida's rest.
Jak się obraził, jak się pochnął, takie nie mów do mnie takim tonem, nie?
See you later.
Exactly. Just let me sleep in peace.
No to idź spać. Co my tutaj mamy? Biurko.
I once heard that you can't save the world from your desk, but you can't push it over the brink of existence either.
Tu bym się kłóciła.
There's a saying, his bark is worse than his bite, but this dog doesn't even bark.
Bo to nie jest pies, to jest diabli wiedzą co.
His chair is obviously just an ornament, and it mocks the visitors who are forced to stand.
Mhm. Zaraz, a tu jest wyjście przez okno? Sekunda.
That's not in the least as bad as my life.
Skoro tak mówisz, nie mogę wejść do góry chyba.
Somebody has painted pictures of the whole island. I can hardly make out the signature, but I think it says Marquis de Hugues.
A mogę go wziąć?
Don't touch my valuable furniture.
Wow.
These are all collector's items.
Straty
Hey.
taty.
Where do you think you're going, fellow?
Oh, I thought I'd have a look around upstairs.
You'd better forget about that. Nobody's nosing around my private chambers. Understood?
No oczywiście. Tam nie mogę. Tu nie mogę.
Let's see what time it is. Just as I thought. It's probably too late already.
Jest chyba za późno. Gdzie to jest świnią? W którym miejscu?
It bears a certain resemblance to Ben.
Już cię kocham.
I'd rather
Wchodzimy?
not. Ruben wouldn't want me using the window as a back door, and I guess.
Dobra. Pójdziemy jeszcze na dół i zobaczymy, co się tam zmieniło. Brało. Świeczki się nie palą. Idziemy, idziemy. Mam jakiś sznur? Nie. Chodź. Ale mam drabinę.
There's nothing to lean it against, I'm afraid.
Aha, okej. O nie, ktoś zapalił świecę. Pewnie ten mnich. No był tu dziad jeden.
Good night, Mom.
A, nie mogę trafić.
Good night, Mom. I think I could make something out of this.
No dobra, ale nadal tego wyciągnąć nie możemy. Czy ja mogę użyć do tego jakoś spota?
Can you knock this pole over for me? You're such a weakling.
Okej. W tej formie nie. A w
The
tej?
pole is too damp for that.
Okej. A zwykły?
Can you bite through this pole for me, Spot? So, suddenly you're not hungry anymore?
No nie. No i tu się palą znowu. A nie no. No. Tu było zamknięte, nie? Jeszcze sobie rzucę okiem w to imadło. Nie to zrobiłam.
My head feels like it's clamped into one of these.
To tak średnio.
The cockwheel is broken and useless, a bit like me.
Ojej. Gdzie jest druga? No ciekawe. Topór! A co tam? Weźmy go sobie. Co my tutaj jeszcze? W sumie zapomniałam, że można zamykać drzwi. O, jest mysia dziura. I ząb.
The mouse hole is dark and empty, very much like my future. Hey, you got a mouse!
Of course I got a mouth. And I must scream!
Chłe, chłe, chłe. Szkoda, że ten żart nie działa po polsku. Dobra, świecą oczka.
Sometimes I wish I could hole up too.
A Spot, wejdziesz tam?
Get it, Spot, get it! Why couldn't I get myself a more useful pet?
Oj, tam nie marudź. Zobaczymy jeszcze w okolicy, czy czegoś nie ma i pewnie będziemy powoli kończyć. A może teraz ktoś tam jest?
Locked.
A tu coś jeszcze jest. Tu, gdzie widziałam twarz. O Jezu, ciemno tu. Coś tu jest w ogóle? O, jakieś koło.
A wheel. What could it be for? Nothing. To make that work, the factory has to be running first, obviously.
Oczywiście, bo ty jesteś taki mądry, nie?
The display is turned off. I can't make any sense of it. Except, perhaps, that any further inquiry is a waste of time.
O, krzemyk. Bawiliście się kiedyś krzemieniami? Próbowaliście krzesać ogień? Bo ja tak. Raz mi nawet coś tam wyszło, ale się wystraszyłam za bardzo, bo byłam tylko dzieciakiem. A potem mi przeszło. No dobra, ustaw mi się gdzieś ładnie. O, wiem, gdzie pójdziemy. No myślę, że to będzie dobre miejsce, ale tak, żeby Spota też było widać. No i na tę chwilę kończymy. Tą zębatkę w sumie możemy znaleźć później, znaczy w kolejnym odcinku. A ja zachęcam Was do komentowania, lajkowania i subskrybowania, jeśli jeszcze tego nie zrobiliście, do napisania pod tym i pod kolejnym filmem. Pa!